Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is BobLyn, aka PabLoon. I mean, you guys are giving me so many nicknames nowadays that I can't even figure out my own name. But yeah, you know who it is. It's your boy, the dude. And today I wanted to talk about this year, 2023, in World of Warship Splits. And also, my own YouTube journey this year. It's been a crazy year for me. And I want to first start off by thanking everyone who's been supporting me, leaving comments, joining the chat, and those of you the comments I haven't answered, I do read them. It's just I take my time with it, when I have time to really sit down and answer them. And I just want to say thank you guys for interacting with my videos, watching them, liking them, all this kind of stuff. And we started, Slide told me I had 373 subscribers in January last year, or sorry, this year, 2023. And we've almost, added 1,000 to that. It's quite crazy. And before getting into all the Blitz stuff, I just wanted to get that off my chest. I also really want to thank you, all my members. You guys are amazing, and especially emdermonkay, because he's provided, well, he's provided 3 memberships to USS Arizona, Redgamingdino, and Arsonist. And to all my other members, thank you so much, guys. Now, let's talk about World of Warship Splits in 2023, and how it's been. And I think, just to address the elephant in the room, let's take the worst things first. And to me, some of the worst things that we've seen this year is the events and the way that they have become just a complete cash grab and time stealer compared to what they were before. Back in the day, it was definitely possible in some events to get a nice premium if you worked hard enough. And if you played a little bit more than it would to grind a tier 8, you could get, for example, an early access ship. Slide told me that to get Seaton, the tier 8 battlecruiser in Schlieffen's tech line, you just needed to play around 25% more than you would for a tier 8 ship, and that's fair. But nowadays you have to play 400 battles just to even have a remote chance at getting some progress in this grind. I think the events this year, looking at Halloween, Louisiana early access event, Christmas, Black Friday, they have been really, really lackluster, and I can feel myself not wanting to play this game as much as I used to do. Obviously, having played this game for many years, it's a thing that you will encounter at some point, but I think we all have this sentiment, and I know a lot of the veteran players feel like this, that we still love this game and we want it to succeed, but by the way it's been this year, something needs to change. And events have been one of the biggest things dragging me down. Because what's the incentive to play, They need to, give us motivation, something that we want to play, and that's events. Some people don't want to grind more tech trees. I'm in this kind of place where I'm not really too interested in grinding a new ship, except for the ones that come out, right? So what other things are there to do? Well, that's events. I wanted to talk about something awesome that they introduced this year, which was personal challenges. I think that is one of the best additions to this game. Especially some of the first ones we saw, because you got good ships. I remember Poltava was in it, and you can get what's his face, Nikolai Kuznetsov. There are a ton of good ones there when they introduced the personal challenge, but we haven't seen it ever since. And the last personal challenge we saw was really just a waste of time, if you ask me. Sure, you got some resources, but what was the point? I would love to see more of that wargaming, because you are forgetting the free-to-play players. And me, myself, I don't spend too much money on the game compared to what I used to do, so I do also like these events where I get something. And there has not been enough of that. Something else that was positive, though, the turret bug change. That is really nice. I'm glad to see that. I know that Wargaming initially didn't want to fix that, because it was such a, complicated thing to fix. But they ended up doing it because we screamed enough at them, and that's a good thing. That's a positive change. But yeah, this year has not been all positive. Let's talk about the addition of Louisiana here, probably in January, but we've seen them now. And the kind of route that we're taking here. If you look at the roadmap, there's this picture right here. You can see this carrier, right? That is most likely, well, I'm looking at this ship right now, and you can see the comparison here to the PC version. This is the Super Carrier Eagle. Wargaming, in my opinion, right now are focusing more on adding insane planes and CV type stuff than they are on adding stuff to counter it. If we are gonna get so many planes running around, and Louisiana's jet planes now, because these Super CVs, guys, they have jet planes. We need more AA, and we are seeing this AA buff, but it's just taking too long. It's really taking too long, and I don't trust Wargaming to actually make some AA that works. I don't think anyone does. So we have some core issues in the game currently, and to me it's a lack of incentive to play for the free player, and for veterans alike. There's seriously nothing right now. Like, who the fuck would grind for Trump? The event we have right now, the December event, is the most... I don't know, it's the saddest event I've ever seen in my life. It's a ship that literally wouldn't change the meta in any way. Trump is a fun, interesting, unique boat that the people that want to spend money on the game would definitely try to get if they could just buy it from, I don't know, Sonar Sweeper crates. But they're still in crates, and it's locked behind a key, so you have to buy other crates to get the key. Like, Wargaming, do you think we're idiots? Do you think we're little kids that don't know how much we're getting scammed? And I don't want to sound mean. I do realize I'm a CC. I can lose my CC status, but to be quite frank, and I can't be the only one who feels like this, right now there's not really any reason to play this game other than the great gameplay in the community we have. Because that's what's keeping most people going, I think. And that needs to change. It's only going to help you so much that you have good gameplay. And if you guys really want to see me and Sly go into this topic really in depth, then you should go watch his podcast. I don't know if it's up yet, but it will come up at some point. And we're talking about all this. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this short little video. I just wanted to talk about my thoughts for 2023. It's a little bit of a rambly video here. I didn't have a script. I just felt like I wanted to, speak my voice about this year. And coming from a guy who's played this for almost 5 years now and played it a bunch, it's something I care about. I want this game to be good. And this year has not been good enough. There's been some amazing fixes, but you have neglected the most important part of this game, which is your free player base. So yeah. Other than that, guys, if you're still around here, my videos will not be I won't stop uploading here in the next 2 weeks, but I am gonna go to Brazil on vacation. So I've made some pre-recorded videos for you guys during the last part of December here, and obviously you're gonna get content, but there's not gonna be any live streams. So I can't wait to see you guys all again next year with live streams and more content, and hopefully a better Blitz. There's no reason to stay negative. We can only hope for the best. But feedback from you guys, if you give me feedback, we will give it on to Wargaming. That's our job as CCs. So please let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'll send screenshots over to the people who are at Wargaming, and hopefully we can get something done. My name has been BobLyn, aka PabLoon, and I am signing out.